Hello, I'm Ruben and today I'll demonstrate how to install and configure a remote access VPN with LDAP authentication. A remote access VPN allows staff to connect to their corporate network securely via a VPN connection from home or any public place that isn't the corporate network. I will be using OpenVPN for our VPN service and OpenLDAP for our authentication system. Let's get started. I've already installed OpenLDAP and PHP LDAP admin. You can get to the administration page by going to the IP address of your server /PHP LDAP admin. I'll log in anonymously. For the setup you need to enter your password. It's just a basic LDAP configuration which shows the main name linux.local. Here we have the admin account. I made some groups: admin, management, marketing, sales, and I put some users in each group. I made a few default users and I put each of them in a group. Now we'll go ahead and install our VPN server. I connected to our server via SSH and I'll now log in as the main user and immediately switch to the super user by using sudo su. Now we'll need to install the packages for our VPN. We'll be installing it by using apt-get install OpenVPN for the VPN server, easy RSA to generate a certificate or certificate authority and the needed server and client certificates, and we'll install OpenVPN LDAP-auth-LDAP to that's a module that allows us to configure the OpenVPN service and the LDAP service, so we can authenticate using that. Yes, we want to install it. So once that's done, we'll extract some sample configuration files that are included and relocate them to the OpenVPN directory. We'll do this because otherwise we'll have to type the whole configuration from scratch, and it's easier this way. So we'll use gunzip-c/user/share/doc/openvpn /examples/sample config files server conf, and we'll extract it first to our home directory, and then we'll move it to the desired location, which is /etc/openvpn/server.conf. So now we'll edit this. So this is the basic configuration file of the OpenVPN server. What's it we're going to edit here? Here you can change your port number. 1194 is the default OpenVPN port. We use UDP protocol, interfaces. Make sure you're using Diffie-Hellman 2048. That's will be needed for the certificates. For now, you can change your server network configuration. This is a network you'll use as a VPN tunnel. So 10.800 will be the VPN tunnel network between the client and our VPN server. I'll just leave everything default, that's okay. You can push your routes. So for example, if you want to access different subnets on your network, you have to change these. For now we can leave everything as is, so it's all good. So now we'll continue by generating our certificates. We'll copy our easy RSA generation scripts to the OpenVPN folder by typing cp-r/user/share/easyrsa and copy it to /etc/openvpn. Yeah, the char folder doesn't exist. What a surprise. And it's of course usr instead of user. So once you have this, we'll create a directory to store our keys in. Make there /etc/openvpn/easyrsa, and we'll name our folder keys. Now we'll edit the key variables. I'll use nano, you can use whatever you like. /easyrsa/vars. Here you need to set the right environmental variables for your certificates. So these are here. We'll leave our country in US. Yes, California, San Francisco, that's okay. Our organization name is called Linux. Our main email is, let's call it admin@linux.com or use.org, and the key OU is Linux. So we save that, exit, we can continue. Now we'll get to creating the key. We use OpenSSL dhparam out, and we'll store it in /etc/openvpn/dh2048.pm, and we'll use 2048 bits. They can say it will take a long time, we'll see how long it takes. So generating the key finally finished. How long this takes all depends on the power of your machine. Now we'll run our easy RSA scripts. First we'll make sure we're in the right folder, changing to etc/openvpn/easy-rsa. Now we'll run the first command /, very important, /vas. Yes, it gives you a warning. If you run clean all, I'll be doing rm-rf. We'll be doing clean all, so any old keys that could be there in the folder aren't there. So use /clean all. That's done. Now we'll build our certificate authority. /build ca. So our country name US was good. California, San Francisco, Linux, yes, so good. So that's that. So these are the variables we created a minute ago. You can change them here if you want, but it's always made easy. Now we'll build this key for our server, so we'll use /build -keys -server, and we'll call it server. So again, country code, province, city, Linux. It's all good, all very right. We won't be entering a challenge password or name, and we will say yes to signing the certificate. And we'll commit it. Now that's done, we'll move these keys to our correct location so OpenVPN can use them. So we use cp/etc/openvpn/easyrsa/keys, and we'll use we'll need to copy the key server.crt, server.key, and car certificate authority.crt. I will need to copy them to /etc/openvpn. Now that's all set up, we can start with configuration for our open LDAP. So we'll again make the right directory for it, mkdir openvpn/auth. We'll copy again an example just to make our lives a bit easy, and I'm silly, it's /etc/openvpn/auth. So we'll need to copy the file /usr/doc/share/openvpn/auth ldap/examples/auth-ldap.conf, and we'll copy it to -etc openvpn/auth. Now we'll edit it. openvpn/auth/auth-ldap.conf. So here we'll enter our server URL. You can use your domain name here if you want, but since I'm running locally, I'll just enter 127.0.0.1 or localhost. You can bind your domain name here. If your LDAP doesn't support anonymous binds, mine does, so I don't need this. We can leave everything here as default. Then for our authorization, our base DN is users on Linux and local. Here you can also filter on user groups. You can require that a user is part of a group, for example, only salespeople and managers can access the server infrastructure remotely, and the marketing guys cannot. I won't be configuring this here, but if you like, you can change it here. You need to put require group on true and then search for the right groups in your configuration. So we'll go ahead and save that. Now we're going to configure our OpenVPN server one last time. So it will use the LDAP authentication module ctc openvpn/server.conf. So what do we need to do here? First of all, we need to just enter two things. We'll do it at the end of the document. So still, if you can do this the first time, or you can do it right now. What we'll add is a plugin /usr/lib/openvpn/auth-ldap.so and space /etc/openvpn/auth/auth-ldap.conf for the configuration files. So here we first tell him where the plugin is located, and then we'll pass him the configuration files, and we'll also add client -shirt -not required. Otherwise you'll need to generate a client certificate for each client, but we won't want to need this. So now that's set up, we'll need to enable IPv4 forwarding by using echo /proc/sys/net/IPv4/IP_forward, and don't forget to put in number 1 because we want to enable it. So now we'll configure the client configuration. We copy it again from an example, log it in /user/share/doc/open VPN /examples/sample config files/client.conf, and we'll relocate it. We'll copy it to /etc/open VPN /easy RSA /keys /client.ovpn, and we'll edit it. So what do we need to enter here in the client configuration? You'll want to replicate the same settings used in server configuration, but here instead of my server 1 we'll use our IP address. In my case it is located on my local private subnet from the virtual machine 168.121.129. Normally this would be the public IP address from your network. So the port is good. So what else do you want to add into here? You'll need to comment something out, and where's that? SSL params. Yes. So we'll be only requiring the server certificate authority, so we won't need the client cert and the client key. And we'll add to the end of the file that will authorize with the username and password, and it will be the LDAP authentication. So the users, when they log into the VPN, will get a prompt to enter their credentials. So this should be it. All we need to do now is restart our services. We use service slapd restart and service OpenVPN restart. And that should be it. So if you want to configure a client VPN, you'll need to copy the client configuration, the client.openVPN, and the certificate authority into the right folder depending on your operating system and configuration. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.